Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. In the name of the one whose names are so beautiful, so suitable to begin. Every syllable is for him. Khalaqal insan, creator of mankind and jinn. Every noun, verb, and synonym I dedicate to him. He who taught mankind the names of all things. And so to begin, all praises to him. To be or not to be, your being is still for him. For he is one with no father or son, and the only one worthy of your prostration. He who controls the moon and the sun, every atom, including Adam, may peace be upon. Indeed, the best speech is derived from the Quran and the guidance of Muhammed sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed shaitan, because I came from a prophet who is the best of creation. So let me begin with the greetings the angels gave to him. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let me take a moment to show some kindness to the folks who thought blindness was a disease that affected the eyes alone. I promise I won't judge you. I barely know how to love you, and like fools we preach rules, but we don't even follow our own. Everybody needs comfort. Some people find it in this, some people find it in that, and some people just don't find it at all. But this world is full of signs, from the moon to the stars and the sky, from the bees and the bugs, like a seed in your blood, like a fiend to a drug, makes you need to look up and question what's up. Why you deal with this stuff when your spirits are crushed and you trek through the rough? But like thunder it struck, said be, and it was. All the signs that were set, they finally make sense. You feel the torment, so you need to repent. When your heart is cement, it's hard as a brick, because your soul is worth more than the dollars and cents. All the money in the world couldn't buy you happiness, because verily it is in the remembrance of Allah that hearts do find rest. And do not get it confused. I'm not a scholar or preacher. I'm just a regular dude who makes mistakes too. But we are reflections true. So I can't talk about me without talking about you. And who knew we would end up in a place so confused, where little boys want to be like little girls, and little girls just want to be abused, where they terrorize the truth, mentally arrest the youth, even though there is no law but Allah's, and mama didn't raise no fool. And who knew that expecting the world to treat you fairly because you think you're a good person would be a little like expecting a bull not to attack you because you're a vegetarian. You can't begin to learn what you think you already know. In man's own ignorance, we forgot that women once watched us grow. And before that, you were a tiny ball of flesh without any bones. And before that, you were just unknown. And now look, behold, you have the arrogance to assume that you just made it on your own. But what were you but a chewed piece of cloth before you grew? And who knew you would trace your ancestries back to a zoo? You must have really come from apes with your monkey point of views. Even the devil believes in God. So what does that make you? And it's true. Sometimes I feel like Noah preaching to a packed, empty room. Nobody want to listen until we start rolling out 2 by 2. I'm a big fan of Abraham, never break up from Jacob. Joseph had the kind of beauty that you couldn't find in makeup. Moses was to Pharaoh what stones are to arrows, and David to Goliath what truth is to silence. Following Solomon, I get down too. Contrary to popular belief, Jesus is my homeboy too. So peace be upon the whole crew. Came to teach what we never knew, even though few caught the groove. They never turned blue, never confused what was true, even if it was a taboo. Never came for fame or praise, but to praise who they prayed to. Who? And who knew that an unlettered man from the middle of the desert would change the whole world from darkness into heaven? You may have every title, every big shot degree, but you still can't explain Alif Lam Mim. Allahu Akbar. Allah. And who knew there would be so many views and ways to explain that he's closer to you than your jugular veins? So if you complain that God must be cruel, can you give Allah all that He gives to you? From the breath that you breathe to the trees that you feed, from the eyes that you see to the seed that you eat. If I cut you, you bleed, then you heal magically. We're the illest machines manufactured for means. The concept's extreme, but this world is a dream. It's not what it seems, filled with lies and deceit. The proof is serene, so wake up, smell the dean. Praises be to He, His oneness supreme. Totally unique, in no need of sleep. Not like you or me, His greatness complete. No partners, no mates, no fathers, no sons, no discount 3 in 1. Just Allah Azza wa Jalla. Even the birds sing His name, the Lord of all the worlds. Glory be to He, and to Allah is our return. Jazakallah. MashaAllah, how's everybody feeling? I feel like I walked into a janazah, subhanAllah. How are you guys feeling? MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. It's an honor to be with you here. And this is my first time in Malaysia, and wallahi, I can say that it's been a time to remember, and I'm very thankful and honored that I can share this experience with you, and I'd like to thank Mercy Mission and everyone for organizing this and for bringing me on board. Before I get on to my next piece, I just want to draw you to the fact that I smuggled some CDs across the border. Okay? So this is a CD of just my poetry, and I don't have that many copies, but I did try and bring as many as I could, inshallah. So if you're interested, after this event, after this program, after this session, you can meet me downstairs somewhere in the bazaar, I'm not sure where, and I'll be selling these CDs. And the beautiful thing about this is that 100% of the proceeds of this CD sale are going towards me. So, inshallah. If you have the time, inshallah. So, I actually had an event on Thursday night at the university. Was anyone there? If you were there? Oh, but this whole area was there, mashallah. And at this event, I was, indulging in a little bit of my past and a little bit of, who I am as a person. SubhanAllah. Just reflecting on my experience in being invited to Malaysia. Wallahi, I'm nobody special. And I keep thinking to myself, what did I do for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to place me in such a beautiful position, such a beautiful opportunity? And like many of you, I'm a person